All right, ladies and gentlemen, and thank you very much for finding time to be here. Most persons think Royal Q does not work. They feel that the system is not worth their attention, but they're making a very big mistake. What they need to ask themselves is, how much do I know about the bot? How much do I know about the market? How much do I know about myself, my greed, my control, my patience, so that I can use my knowledge of myself, knowledge of the market to navigate using this bot? A lot of persons just want to make money without learning. And that's really unfortunate. Tonight, I want to show you two indicators that you can use with your trading that can enhance your trading. And right away, we're going to take a sample trade right here, right now, if we see a trade that the conditions match. Okay? So we've gotten somebody dropped 1M baby Doge with for us and LDO. Okay, we'll use those two coins. Now, the top gainer strategy is simply using the Bollinger Band and KDJ to navigate the markets. So we want you to understand that the Bollinger Band is powerful and we can use it to navigate the markets. Now, of course, these other indicators, stochastic RSI, and this other tool for locating the RSI divergence indicator are just additional tools I use. I have a paid version of TradingView, so I can put a couple of things up. But I want you to focus on what we're going to point, straight up to you right here. So remember the Bollinger Band and KGJ example, all right? But first, I want you to go to the 4-hour charts. Or if you want to trade on the 15-minute chart, you can go to the 1-hour chart. I want to make this as simple. This is something that anybody can do. I want to make it something that anybody can do. All right? So let's go to the 1-hour chart and let's even hide, let's hide the Bollinger Band for now, since most people know it. Let's draw our support and resistance lines. Okay? You can do this on the 4-hour chart, 1-hour chart, but let's draw those lines. Everybody, see, it's about your skill level. So come here. You're looking for lines that have been tested several times. And you can see this level has been tested several times. Now, because it's a 4-hour chart line, I'm going to change it to another color because I want my 4-hour chart line to have a different color from higher time frames. So I'm just going to choose this color. Yeah. So I want you to know that anybody can trade. The simple way of trading, you must be able to draw support and resistance line. So I've seen that here was tested, again. So this is definitely a very key point, a very solid point. Now, I'm looking at the top. I am seeing that, oh, there was also a kind of test here. You see, I'm only capturing the top of the candle and the wicks. Okay? I'm only capturing the edge of the candle and the wicks because I don't want this to be too thick, so it doesn't confuse people. All right? Now, what are the other points where we have seen support and resistance? This is something you must do before you start trading. I can see that there's a point here, which was now tested here again. This point was tested here. So I'm just going to draw right here. Okay? From the top, it was tested. From the bottom again, it was tested again. So it's also a very key point. Now, the most recent points are more important, but I'm also seeing there's a point here. Okay? And a point here. So you don't have to pick all of them. You can just pick a few. Okay? So having come to this point, you don't want to draw too many lines. You want to make sure that, yeah, this is 15%, so that's good enough. Having drawn this on the 4-hour chart, I can see there's a lot of coincidence here, yeah? You have to draw this. Every trader has to draw this. Price is right here. So you're interested in where price was before and where price is after. This is 1M baby doge. Okay, this is the lowest it has ever been. Well, we don't need to draw here, but first off, let me now use this opportunity to tell you something. Most people are getting emotional about the market. Do you see where you are in the market? This is an example of 1M baby doge. You are at all-time lows. It's only BTC that is an all-time high. BTC and a few coins, XRP and a few of them. But for most of the altcoins, you are at the bottom. You are at the bottom. And this is why many people are discouraged because they bought here or here and they are now at the bottom. You are at the bottom of the plate. This is why I tell people, invite your friends to come in, because when they come in and this market starts moving, it is going to be El Dorado, 200% possibilities. All right, so when you draw this support and resistance, the next thing is, you know your Bollinger Band, all right? So I have my Bollinger Band here, so I turn it on, all right? So you are interested in when price comes close to this support region, okay? Now, let me say I want to trade on the 15-minute time frame. What I want to show you can be used on any time frame. But let's just say you want to trade on the 15-minute time frame. You have marked the very important regions on the 4-hour chart. Price will move in between those regions. Don't let that fool you. You are going to see price moving. But of course, on the lower time frame, you see a lot of support and resistance lines. We have put in, let me delete KDJ for now, so I can see my screen fully. All right. Let me also delete this. Let me leave the divergence to just make it narrower. Okay. So the indicator I want you to add to Bollinger Band and KDJ, of course, is there anybody that doesn't know how to use the Bollinger Band? Remember, Bollinger Band, when price touches the middle line or the bottom line, you buy. But the tool I want you to add to your trading career now, some of you might know it already, is the Gaussian channel. Just use the Gaussian channel. I think is by Donovan Wall or something. About 5,772 here. All right. So just click on Gaussian channel, DW. All right. This one. Now, when you click on it, it will load up and you will see something like this. So that it doesn't confuse you, I'm going to turn off my Bollinger Band and open up only the Gaussian channel. There are different ways of using this tool. Now, by the way, let me tell you, in the Goodbye to Floating Loss training, I take you in depth into a lot of things about trading, okay? But there are people that don't need all those in-depth information because they can't cope with it, all right? So this is a simplified way for you to trade. So how does the Gaussian channel work? We're going to combine the Gaussian channel and the Bollinger Band, but how does the Gaussian channel work? There are two ways. Let me tell you one way. Remember, when the market is telling you to do one thing, do the opposite, right? One way to use the Gaussian channel is when price is below the Gaussian channel, you look for stochastic RSI crossing at the bottom. So let me just do something. Let me just, let me delete this. You look at the RSI crossing at the bottom. Okay. So the Gaussian channel, if you look at this place, is below here. And you see RSI crossing. You must wait for RSI to cross up. All right. This is one way of using it. When it's showing you red, normally red means danger, avoid it. The market always tries to manipulate you, so you manipulate it back. When it is showing you red, Typically, everybody wants to run away. No. But remember, you are aware of where support and resistance exists. And that's why you drew it from the 4-hour chart, for example. All right. And you know you are close to the support. If you mark from below the support to here, that is 23%. You know you are close to the support. So let's look at an example. And I want us to start looking at this period where people say that the market has not been good. Let's start looking at it from middle of January. Let's just say from Friday. Let's just say from Friday midnight. That's Thursday midnight, yeah. Let's just take it from that time. I just want a time that we can say, let's monitor this thing for, yeah, Friday midnight. So let's go here. When the Gaussian channel tells you, let's take it from Thursday by 9 p.m. When it tells you red, avoid, you know you are close to the support. And you know that because you are close to the support from the 4-hour line, 4-hour chart, you are likely to go up, probability, right? Now, below it, it says, oh, probability of crashing, but you tolerate 20% deep tolerance, so you're covered. Now, when you see red, it means I want you to take it as get ready to buy. Then you wait for where RSI crosses. So let's just imagine that you bought here. RSI crossed here, right? Look at it, RSI crossed here. So you bought here. And you would time it to the high close to the left. All right. So if you are afraid you can do 2%, if you see somewhere on the left, you got to do 5%. So we'll just take 5%. If you observe, immediately the trade sold. How long did it take to sell? Let's just say 22 hours. All right. Now, we have another one here where it is crossing down. All right. And the crossing down means get ready to buy. All right. And it's from here, it started doing that, get ready to buy. But being that you understand the market, there's something I want you to understand from today. You have to understand this. This is the top of the market. This first line, and then this second line. Whenever market goes below it, I'm just trying to keep this simple. Okay, whenever market goes below it, you have to be careful. Okay, so when market is pumping and it crosses the first swing low, second major swing low, some people will say this one here. Whenever it crosses those two, you need to be careful how you trade. You want to be cautious. So once it has crossed this first one, I will be observant of this one. You have to add all this knowledge to yourself. Now, it has turned red. Red means get ready to buy. But will it jump in immediately? The moment this market has crossed here is what we call change of character. Okay? Some people will say put it here, and that's also correct. The moment from this high, the market has crossed this one and this one. The market has changed character. From its highest point, the two swing lows, once they are crossed, even if you are trading from here, just get out of the trade. I need you to understand this thing because everybody must learn to exit markets. And I want to make this as simple as possible. I don't want to make it complicated in a way that I, have a lot of people get confused. Just know that when the market is pumping, if it's drawing back and it crosses the first swing low, second one, just get out of the market. Don't stay in the market. Now, this asset has turned reddish. Reddish means what? Get ready to buy. Do you know why I'm cautious? Because it has hit my resistance. And when it hits my resistance, where is it likely to go? It's likely to go to my support. So from here, I would rather be focused on selling if I'm trading futures. because it's close to the resistance. If you don't know support and resistance, the training is free on my YouTube channel. Go and watch it. That is the first module of goodbye to floating loss. But I keep it totally open because you can't be a trader if you don't understand support and resistance. So because price is close to the resistance here, I know it's likely going to bounce back down here. All right. So I will be careful about buying here. Naturally careful. Now, this is get ready to buy, okay? Let's just imagine that you bought here. Let's just imagine you bought here. I would not want to do that because I understand the market. But why will you buy here? Is there a crossover? You wouldn't have bought here because this is too close to the cutoff region. You know it's going to dip. I'll wait for it to bottom out. Do you understand? When price is close to resistance and the support is here from the 4-hour chart, just know that it's going to go down. Let me just say likely go down. All right. Now, when it is going downwards, you are waiting for when you buy. You would have been tempted to buy here. Here you said, get ready to buy, right? And it has turned green. Green, you don't want to get in, you just want to wait. Now, as it goes down, you're waiting for the next time. So this is a point where somebody would have said, let me buy. So even if you buy here, you just target here. Now, the market has dipped and dipped and dipped. It's at its support region. When do you exit? You look at your left and observe what is happening. Okay? But I don't want to make this too complicated. All right? So normally, I will tell you, don't even buy here. Personally, I will not buy here. I'll wait for you to get close to the support line. Because if you buy here, you're in the middle. From here to the top for 34% money. But what if you just wait a little for it to touch the support level? Because that's why you marked it on the 4-hour chart. All right? So now it's on the support level. Ladies and gentlemen, this is where I can tell you now that markets will now be likely going upwards. But that is probability. You can cross down. All right? Which is why you must have your exit strategy. So what will you do? Remember, it has touched here now. At this point, it has come very close and it's still showing me red. I will say red means get ready, buy. Wait for stochastic RSI to cross. So at this point, I will buy. Price might have been here at that point. Okay. In fact, the moment price touched here, if the moment price touched this support line, automatically, I will consider this red as now I can enter a trade. But I'll wait for stochastic RSI to give me a signal, and give me the signal here. So let's just say you entered here. You would have targeted here, of course, 9%. But do you see that price got close to the 9%, but it only gave you 7%? Very important. So sometimes you don't want to target too close. You want to be, just give it room. So it gave you 7%. How long did this 7% take to deliver? From these dates to here, it took you about 4 days. Okay? I'm trying to make this as simple as possible. So remember this, when you draw line on your 4-hour chart, come down to 15 minutes. Wait for it to come down on that support level. So this is where patience is needed. Patience is needed for you to wait, for you to come down to that support level. When it comes to down to that level, you can be trading again and again on that level. And from that level, it can only be going up. So let's just say this was where we took our trade, right? Let's say we took it from here. We took our 7% here. Let's say you missed this one and you came in here. Okay, you can tell yourself, okay, I could have entered here, but market has retraced. You might also tell yourself, okay, Let's see when to turn red again. And look at here, it turned red. Red means get ready to buy. Then that get ready to buy means you are waiting for stochastic RSI to cross. So here is the crossing. So at this point, you will buy here because the crossing has happened. So you bought here, they're targeting the top here, 7%. You take it. My people, this market, there's money in it, but you have to be ready to learn a few things. Now, this is easy trading. This one was very fast though. This one did not even waste time at all. How long did this take? Took 9 hours and you're done. This is the kind of trade I will enter without giving signal because I just look at it quickly, I enter. All right. So look at it again. It has given you red. Red means, remember red, everybody's afraid of red, but in this instance, we are saying red means get ready to enter and buy. All right. So it is red. We're waiting for RSI crossover, and that happened here when it had become green. But it's fine because it has retraced. No worries. We enter. And we're targeting this point on the left, 4%. We're interested in 4%. We get it quickly. The 4% comes quickly. Then we wait for another red. You can be greedy if you want to here because it keeps retracing and you could go in. Those who have done the advanced trading can see something powerful here, something powerful here. Those who are in the good buy to floating loss can see something amazing here. All right, so they know how they will ride this place in a very special way. All right, so but just want to keep this simple. All right, now it has turned red again. As it has turned red here, you're looking for a crossover. The crossover happened here, also here. Let's just imagine you enter the first one. Entered here, price is below the red. So price is below the red and the color is red. And you enter. Where do you want to take up to? 3%. You don't want to be greedy. But in this time, it actually delivered 9%. So you just take 3%, which is the previous high that you saw. All right. You just don't want to be greedy. You take 3%. Then it comes here again. Oh my God. What do you think is happening? Ladies and gentlemen, what do you think is happening again? What is happening here again? You wait for the RSI crossing. If it happens, it's red, you target. This could even give you 13%. But if you don't want to be greedy, just target what's on the left. 7%. Collect 7% and go. 1M baby do. This is from what date have we looked at? So all right, so this is all of this that we've calculated now is for what kind of period? Is for a period, let's just see. This is within 5 days. This last 5 days, this period I'm showing you now is from Monday to today. You could have taken your first 7%, which should have entered here, should have ended here. Or if you did not enter here, you could have entered here, taking 7. You have taken 4. You have taken 3. 7 plus 4, that's 10, 14, plus another 7, 21%. That means if you use $1,000, you would have gotten from here to here $210. Now, from here, okay, right from here, if you are taking from here, you would have gotten your 7%. Then here, you'll be positioned for the next 7%. Okay? So that is exactly what we want you to understand. This is the simple method I think any serious person who wants to transform their trading journey in the easiest way. You know, I teach people in the goodbye to floating loss training a lot of technical stuff. I teach them a lot of technical stuff. The reason I'm putting all this energy is because of our Royal Q business. So it's not for somebody to be using my training to go and trade in other robots or to be doing something by, no, all the energy I'm putting into you is for you to use it in Royal Q. And that is why I will remove anybody that shows that he's not ready for Royal Q from any of my groups. When you're ready, you come back. Now, let me add Bollinger Band on it. Let's make this more interesting. Now, don't let it confuse you when I add Bollinger Band on it. It's still your Bollinger Band and all that. But now, let's observe. Remember, Bollinger Band is when the price comes to the bottom, right? When price comes to the bottom and KDJ, okay, let me try put your KDJ. Now, if you, KDJ, I am altcoin. So if you don't have a paid version, you will not be able to load your KDJ, okay? So now here it is. It was red. I'd rather wait for it to come close to support, because if I come here, that means I'm ready to tolerate some loss. You know, I can actually enter here myself if I want to, because I know I can tolerate 20% drop in price. So a person can actually enter from here. So I'm not saying you can't enter here. You can enter here because you know you can tolerate 20% drop in price. And if it's dropping, you are good. But a lot of people like quick money. So I'm on the 15-minute chart. Price has touched here. This is the support line. So if you want to enter smart, this is the smart place to enter. And this has turned red, which means wait for the next crossover here. You would have bought here. So let me just change the color of this thing. You would have bought here. And look at KDJ. KDJ also turned, KDJ crossover also happened here. Where would I have taken it up to? I'll take it up to this place. Just easy trading, you know. Don't stress yourself. Easy trading. This one was like 9%. Let me change the color so that we can point it clearly as we go. Let's make it different from the other one, yeah? This one is green. Now, I'm waiting for KDJ to touch again. Now, here's the interesting thing. Sorry, what am I saying? Now, price has come, the middle line of the Gaussian channel can serve as a support. That middle line, if you look at the pie, there's a middle line that is thick red. That middle thick red can serve as a support line. So remember, in KDJ, we tell you, in top gainers, we tell you if price comes to the middle Bollinger Band or the lower one, all right? Now, I want you to look at it that whenever price rests on the middle line of the Gaussian channel, and at the same time is hovering above the lower Bollinger Band, and support is close under you, you can quickly take something. And there's a crossover. Can you see that there's a crossover? Stochastic, and there's a crossover of KDJ. I'm just using these two tools so you can, you decide which one you want to use. You don't have to use all of them. Keep it simple. Target the previous high. Take 4% or 5%. Yeah, good. All right. So typically, I'll just go 4%. Don't be greedy. I don't want to complicate this. I could bring other tools that you can use to measure how you take profit, but some people will shut down their brains when they see all those things. So this is 4% taken. Remember, you took a 9% here. Here again, you're taking 4%. Why are you taking 4%? Remember, we said when it's red, buy. But now it's green. It just turned to green. And the price is like bouncing up. Let me remove this. The price is bouncing. It has given you a good, it gave you a red, then gave you a small green, and gave you a good green. All right. So there's sign to show you we're ready to go up. That's price action. Now, that is why I said you can enter this here. So you're not entering blindly. And you got your 4%. Now, price is dropping again. We're waiting for it to turn red. Price is dropping again. Now, price has dropped here. The middle band again. All right. The price has dropped to the middle green band. KDJ is red. KDJ has gone green here. So a person could have said, oh, let me enter here. All right. So even if you enter here, you notice, of course, the Bollinger Band is thin, so there's no volatility much. But even if you enter here, where's the KGJ crossing? Here. So even if you enter here and you target your previous, that's 2%. Previous high, 2%. You would have gotten it. It would have just taken you a while. All right. You would have definitely gotten it. by this time. Okay, so but that didn't pan out too well. And this is what I want you to understand. When the color goes from green to red, you can enter because it's like red is get ready to buy, buy if stochastic RSI points you or KDJ. Now here you have been in green, and it's possible the green might have lost momentum, especially in sideways market. Sideways market, you can see you are just going to be hovering between this and this height for a while, which is like accumulation. So accumulation is happening somewhere here between this place here, accumulation. Don't worry about that technical word. I wasn't supposed to mention all those technical details. Okay, so here you can see it has turned red. And price on the lower Bollinger Band. If you bought anywhere here, you would have been in profits. Even if you bought anywhere here, based on this crossover, all this noise here. But of course, you remember, it will be bringing out the average price. That's the beautiful thing about Royal Q. Once you are trading on margin calls, it will be bringing out the average price. So now, as a person who's a trader who understands the bot, if you notice that the distance between you and the height of this thing is 14%, you can just decide to use 14% call drop instead of 20, if you know how to divide that properly. All right. And so this is what we mean when we say trade with the combination of the Bollinger Band and the Gaussian channel. It means when the Gaussian channel is red, look for buy opportunities. You want to reverse engineer this thing. When the Gaussian is red, look for buy opportunities. And let KDJ guide you. Also, stochastic RSI is good. And look at it right there. And if it's closer to the support, good for you. Now, when the market is pumping, when it's really moving in a trendy fashion, there's a trend, higher high, low, higher low, then, you make some good money. And I'm going to show you something. Now, let me say this. The beautiful thing about the Gaussian channel is it can perform in a choppy market. It can also perform in a trending market. So right now, the market is sideways, but it's still performing. Do you see? The market is sideways. When it's sideways red, just know your support because your support will guide you in your entry, right? And that means you can do a preset. Say if price preset gets here, buy. You can take those kind of decisions. So here, obviously, you buy here again, and KDJ has turned green here, so you buy here. So this one would have made money here too, exactly. And then here again, it's red delivered. Now it is green here. KDJ has turned green here, but this is green. And it's on the lower band. Now, because this market is sideways, remember, it did not form higher. It went down. So you should know you're in a sideways market. This is all information you just have to know. There's no shortcut. You just have to know it. Because that's how you can navigate trading. And I'm trying to keep this simple in the simplest way possible, all right? Now, here again, don't let the colors confuse you because you should be able to see your Bollinger Band through everything. So look at here again. This is green. But why I would enter here is because it's close to support. That's the only reason. But you see, if you waited until when it turned red, it would have been also good. It turned red, you wait for this to cross over, or KDJ would have entered somewhere here. You'd have still made money. I don't want to draw too many things on one side of the page. So let me go back and let's look at some other examples. Market looks like it's just been sideways for this thing. So let's look at when price came close to the support, because from here we are protected. If price goes below the support line, you can run away. Oh, sorry. This is if price goes below the support line, you can just exit your trade. So from here to 20%, oh, we are good. So anything from here, I can enter my trade because I can tolerate 20% drop in price. These are things you need to know. So now let me start tracking from here. What's this thing telling me? Gaussian is green, so let me leave it. Market is crashing, it's going towards support. So anything from here is good. Stochastic RSI crossing, KDJ crossing. So I will enter here. So remember, it's a risk because I'm seeing it's close to support. That's why I have confidence. Where will I target it to? Where should you target it to? So you should control grid. But the truth is that normally you could say to this height, 20%. It delivered it though, but I won't be greedy. I'll just look for the next place where there's noise here. I'll just stop here. 12%, I'm fine. Okay? Because you know you can hit the middle band of this Gaussian channel and reverse. Right? So what next? You just wait and relax. There's another course in here. You know, you're still in it's sold here. Oh, this first one sold here, right? Let's just say this one first one sold here. Let's just imagine you took 10% and it sold here. As it's coming down, it's still red. You're looking for buy opportunity. Now look at Bollinger Band. It's on the lower band of the Bollinger Band. At the same time, it's below the Gaussian channel, which is coloring red. Red means get ready to buy. So the person could buy here. What's your confidence about buying here? You're close to the support line. I seem to touch here and bounce up. But that doesn't mean you cannot touch here and reverse you out and close on that. It closes here, you can exit. But once it's here, you just say, let's enter. There's no risk, no reward. So I enter my trade here. Why am I entering here? Not too far from the support line. And I'll target here because this is just close to this place. No need of trying to target the up. I'm fine with this 9%, 10 plus 9, 20. And it delivered, all right? Now, after I deliver here, of course, I'll just rest. It's not showing me green. Close to support. If it keeps forming higher high, did not form higher high here, formed lower high. So maybe it's still coming back to support, who knows? And look at it, it turned red here again. As it turned red here again, I will just look for the next crossing. The next crossing was here. So I could buy here. But there's low volatility, but I could still buy here. Targets either 4 or 5%. Just, I don't want to target up here. You know, just don't be greedy, just take and leave. Now, you know what? It delivered that. In no time, in a few days, delivered that. So if you're targeting this up, you will stay longer. In fact, you'd have stayed longer. You'd have stayed longer. So that's why you don't have to be greedy, all right? Just always look to your left. Where is the noise happening? There's some noise here, noise here. I mean, just take that 4% and walk away. All right? All right? So you'd have taken that 4% or 5% from here, and you'll be good. Now it's red again. Now that it is red, what do? Get ready to buy. So a person could have said, I will buy here. Now, I will buy where here, because it's crossing, right? Where will I target? I'll just target under 4 or 5%. He delivered it. He delivered it. Then I will wait again. Remember, I can tolerate this dip because I can see support is close by. Now, that support is what's giving confidence. So I'm combining my knowledge of TGS, which is, when we say TGS, top gainer strategy, which you look at the top coins that are moving. But even if it's not the coins that are actually moving, you will be able to still navigate this tool. But we'll look at the top gainer coin in the course of this, all right? So look at this. Get ready to buy. We're crossing here. So we'll buy here. PDG has crossed here, right? So we buy here. We'll just target the next noise here, 6%. He delivered it. So people will say target is upper 1.7. Nah, just leave it. Take 6%. It's good to go. We wait for the next red. So this is the red where it did not work. All right. So you were waiting for a crossover from here. So this RSI, cross did not really go as low as this one. But somebody would have said, hey, price, this Gaussian channel is red, price is in between there or whatever. It's not really below it, but let me enter. You know how your mind can tell you sometimes. You say you want to target 3%. Now the market decides to go down. When do you exit? For every trade, remember, locate the highest high or the nearest high. You bought it here, right? So this is one strong support. This is one level. Strong swing low. I won't tell you that you should always run away once this swing low is crossed. Where you should calculate to run away from is when this one is crossed. This one here. So you always have to look at the left. At this point, take your loss. How much would your loss be? Yeah, your loss will be like 5%. Take it and get out of it. Leave the trade. Look at it now. You made 4%, you made 5%, 9%. Abi? Oh, sorry. You even made some other money. You made what? Made 10% here, 9% here. Then you made 4% here. That's like 20%, 25%, actually more than 25%. Then you made 25% here, 30%, right? Then after making 30%, you now lost 5%. Is it not 25% profit you're making? You relax now. You come here, wait for it again. Lay ambush. You wait for it to come. It has come close to the support level. Now, a person will say, I don't teach this, even in my good back to floating loss. Those who have attended know I don't teach this because you need to understand this, right? You can't be hanging in a trade forever. You can't be hanging in a trade forever. You don't do that. You need to be ready to get out of the trade. Yeah. You need to be ready to get out of the trade if need be. Okay. So that's the basics of this trading method. I want to just quickly, I might get a notification from my Binance. All right, so I want to just quickly go check something now. On Real Q, I want to check what is one of the top gainer coins. Earlier today, of course, I checked some top gainer coins, right? And these are some of the top gainer coins. Earlier, I checked ANKR. Okay. Let me see if they're still the top gainer coins here. Q2 ACH Vibe. Oh, that really changed though. Q2 ACH. All right, so just be careful when you want to pick these coins. But these are the ones that ANKR was the top gainer coin earlier. So remember what we'll do. First things first, just go to your 4-hour. Just keep it simple. I don't make it too complex. Just go to your 4-hour and locate your, oh, this is the support and resistance line that has dropped. Let's use the current top gainer coin. Let's just experiment with this. There's Q2 and there's ACH. So let me look at Q2 and ACH. We're just trying to explore how we can use this tool to our advantage. So let's look at ACH. So, you're not going to enter any trade now. Just forget about it. I know all those flag pattern talk, just forget about all that for now. Okay? It's green, just wait for it to turn red. Let's be safe, right? So where was it red? Let's go behind. So when it's popping, just leave it after it starts finished popping to come down. So you don't just get caught in the... Okay, this is the 4-hour chart, right? We're just here to draw support and resistance. So let's just draw it. I hope you can see through it. I just want to do a quick drawing. Just focus on the ones that are obvious. You don't have to draw everything. Focus on the lines that are obvious. Don't have to draw everything. Just pick a few of those lines. Okay. Pick the recent swing lows too. Then you see here, there's been a lot of low things here happening here. So let's just see I'll just take this as one of those low things. This is current price movements. So I'll use that one. I don't want to go too backwards in time. Okay, for the sake of this discussion, let me just go backwards because we want to check the previous movement, right? Okay, so I'll just use this. All right. Then of course for the previous one to this price here. And of course, I don't like drawing too many of these things so it doesn't confuse you. But if you see here, there's a similarity between here and I'll just drag this forward. All right. Just somewhere here. You want to put that there. You want to. So bottom line is this. If you look at the history, at this point, let me go to the 15-minute chart. The problem is that when I go to the 15-minute chart, I don't get to go backwards so much. Well, let me do this. No, sorry. It's not allowing me. I'm trying to, let me just do this. So on the 15-minute chart, let me see if I can just rush backwards and get to that line. Sorry, I just want to show you. Where's the center of the circle? Good. So I can delete this now. All right, so this is this. So there was a time, this was what we were seeing. And you are seeing the red. You are close to the resistance, so just leave it. That's from the high here, just leave it. You are looking for the next point to drop to. The next point to drop to is somewhere here. So you just kind of observe it to drop there. Don't be in a hurry to jump in. Now, somebody like me that has a lot of patience, I can enter here and just know that I can't tolerate. This is 40%. Come on. I won't want to enter here. This is crazy 40%. I won't enter here. I'll wait for it to come close. It will come close. So from here, you see, we're now in the game. All right. We're now in the game. So don't chase this market. I'm trying to pack a lot of training and make it simple so that somebody that doesn't want to crack his head can make money. So at this point, all right, it's close to the support level. Even from here, somebody like me can just enter. Can tolerate this dip. What's this dip? This dip is 13%. I can enter it. But look at the perfect point. The red means get ready to buy. It touched the lower band. Okay, but this is crossing here. So a person could have entered here and then tolerate this dip. So if you entered here, where would you have taken profits? You would have told yourself you want to take 5%, or you want to take it 9%. It actually delivered. Yeah, it delivered. If you just targeted this one, 7%. Easy, delivered. All right. But if you had timed it and you were fortunate to time it here, where it dropped close to the support, this is the sweetest point. Sometimes you never come here to just reverse from up here. So this touching here is, if you're fortunate to see it. But this is the sweet, oh my God. So if you entered from here, just because it's on support, and then there's a stochastic RSI crossing and KDJ alignment. Entered from here, target here, 14%. Oh my God, 13%. Delivered in a short time. So always allow this market to dance towards your forward chart support. That's what I just want to help you understand. People think, oh, Royal Q doesn't work. Royal Q works when people have huge capital, $20,000, $30,000 autopilot setting on Bitcoin or Ethereum. It will just keep dancing and making money forever. Whole warehouse mode. But most of us don't have that kind of money. So we have to calm down, learn how to use support and resistance and these tools to navigate. Now, in a trending market, let's say the market is trending up. I want to use this part to show you something. If you can see that the market is really trending upwards and, market is moving, what you can do again, you're not far from the support line. Don't take risk if you are too far from the support line. Wait for the thing to cool off and come down. Now, right here, let's see, what's the distance between here and here? 20%. Not bad. I can take that trade. Once price comes to and bounces on the middle line of the Gaussian green, you can enter the trade. Because you're forming higher highs, okay? You're forming higher highs and higher lows. Very important. So you are in an uptrend. And based on that, it has bounced on the green line here. Here, okay, actually just here. And it's also on the lower Bollinger Band. So I will just, how far will I go? I'll just look at the left. Look at this place. I'll just, either I stop here or I stop here. This market, you can never predict what's going to happen. So just take 5% and go to sleep. It's okay now. We must finish the market. So that's it. All right. But you have to be careful. Look at it here again. It came to the I don't know if you can see it, but it came and bounced on the middle line, almost, it didn't touch the middle line, but it's lower Bollinger Band, and it rested on the Gaussian. So the Gaussian itself in the uptrend can be a bouncing machine. So it's a risk to take that trade. Before you take that trade, calculate the height between your support and where you are. 26, okay, not bad. You can take that trade because market can pull back to the support very easily. So, where was I? Yeah, stochastic RSI crossing or KDJ, anyone you want to use. Where are you targeting? Where are you targeting? The next one, 3%, because there's a 3% mark here. Or if you want to look at the left, yeah, still 3%. Don't be greedy to say it must go up. You don't know if it will go up or not. Look at it went down. This market can humble you. But you know what? Even if you took that upper one and you were patient, that's 7% because of the noise here. Even if you took that one, it would have still delivered. Okay? It would have delivered. But you have required some patience. So when you are forming higher highs and higher lows, you can use the Gaussian channel when it bounces on it, that touch the middle line or even on the body, and bounce. But you will observe that there's a kind of alignment. Once it's on lower Bollinger Band, and that is just resting on that middle band too. That's like, a confluence. Let me increase this. This is the lower Bollinger Band, and this is the middle band. So, and we're forming a higher high, stochastic RSI and KDJ aligned. You know what? You take your trade. Why would you take this trade? Why would it be good? Just target 4% now, you're okay. Or unless there's something on the left that's telling you, okay, the left is always going to repeat itself along the journey. So let's just say you want to go higher, 5%. So just take 5%, leave the rest for the market. All right. So this is it. Now, even when you take this trade here, you notice that the distance between you and is just 20-something%. So it's good enough. But if it's going to go bad, because it can go bad, you need to know that this is your swing low. This is your swing low. This is another one. You can decide to exit when it crosses this one. But looking to the left, I can decide to exit when it crosses this one. So I don't exit in a hurry. Okay? That's how you can do it. And you can see, it did not even cross here until, right? So let's go forward and look for a bad trade. I'm trying to look for a bad trade. Because don't think this will work 100% of the time. It doesn't. You must know how to exit your trade. All right? So let's just say higher, high, higher, low, something. You come here and you take a trade. You enter here, crossing. Yeah, it would have taken 1.9%. It would have worked. But let's say you are greedy. The first swing low, the first major swing low is here. When it crossed here, it is for you to be careful. The next major swing low is on this one. When it crosses this one, get out of the trade. It's as simple as that. This is something, I don't want anybody to be trading and be sitting down on a trade like it's your father's house. No, the market will humble you. So this is something very simple I want everybody to appreciate. We're going to be talking about this over the weeks and weeks to come because there's a lot of money in this market, but we must learn how to navigate it and we must learn how to get out.